Look at that shiny new alternator. For fuck's sakes. Makes the rest of the truck look like shit. So after all the love I give this thing, brand new ICP sensor, little razzle on the ficum, a new injector, a chrome upgrade package right there. 3 fingers or 4. Oh, take it, you dirty bitch. An oil change, fresh diesel with injector cleaner in it, and the old whore left me sitting on the side of the road. Actually, reminds me of an ex-girlfriend I used to have. Alright, there's a lesson to be learned here, boys and girls. When you're standing on the side of the road in the pouring rain, scratching your head in your ball sack, trying to figure out what the fuck happened to your truck, remember this one thing. Always check the simplest thing first. Now, fortunately for me, the manufacturer already circled the fucking problem. Fucking only runs downhill. But I would rather take a kick in the dick hole with steel toe boots than leave this old jewel sitting on the side of the road. You know the difference between a Ford and a Chevy? They both rust, but at least a Ford spends most of its time rusting going down the road instead of being on the side of the road and rusting. Now initially when I was standing on the side of the road, scratched my head and scratched my ball sack, trying to figure out what was wrong with this truck, the first thing that came to my mind was I either sucked up a Dodge or a Nissan into the turbocharger, but then I remembered I didn't do a air breather delete. Now that I've properly pissed off or offended everybody, wait a minute, insert Prius joke here, and something about a Toyota. Okay, all joking aside, I'll show you how I got to replacing the alternator. Now, when I was driving the thing down the road, the first thing that happened is I noticed my headlights were starting to dim, and then eventually I lost my instrument cluster. No gauges, no nothing, the lights were getting dim. And like, uh-oh. Now, the thing is, which indicates charging system. Now, the thing is with charging system, it doesn't always mean that your alternator or generator, if you get old enough vehicles, it could actually just be loose wires. So the first thing I've done, again, simplest thing first, is you want to make sure that, you know, all your connectors, connections, ground and all that stuff is good. And how you do that, one, make sure it's not loose. And if it is, stick your wrench in there. You're going to tighten it to just right where you strip out the threads, back it off a quarter of a turn. Or you can do a percussive job. And once you've done all that, I got to jump. Truck started running again about a couple miles down the road. It died again. Lost all my lights, my instrument cluster, this and that. So I got another jump again, limped the damn thing home. Once I got running again, put a voltmeter on this. Well, the old alternator. And of course it wasn't showing charge at all. It was running exactly pretty much what the batteries were running, and it should run at least 13.1 or better to charge everything. So I deleted the old alternator. That didn't work, so I deleted the old alternator delete and put a new alternator on it. Now it runs great. Come on, girl. Oh yeah, she barely smokes a bunch. Holy shit, sounds like a freaking diesel orgy.